Hi everyone, my name is Ariana, and this is Group 7's project on domestic violence, specifically focusing on military spouses aged 20 to 30. We wanted to start off by telling you that up to 20% of veterans who have served in the most recent wars have PTSD in a given year. This trauma not only affects veterans, but we also know that it affects their significant others and their families. Living with a traumatized veteran can manifest as caregiver burden, having to take on more responsibilities in the household, and an overall decrease in marital quality. This results in negative spousal mental and physical health. Couples in which one partner has experienced trauma like PTSD result in higher rates of male perpetrated domestic abuse. And we know that there is a greater severity of violence and increased risk for resulting injury among military couples as opposed to their civilian counterparts. The military's core principles and values are framed by loyalty, duty, respect, and chain of command. This, combined with the hypermasculinity that we see in the military-industrial complex, have resulted in relational codependency, stigma, and pride. Spouses are literally called dependents, and their housing, pay, and oftentimes jobs are wrapped up into the military community and their husbands' careers. Women involved in domestic abuse and military relationships report entitlement, protection, invaluability, and loyalty as the main barriers to them leaving their abusive situations. Furthermore, we know that women are more likely to leave their abusive situations when they know that their children are being negatively affected. Children of parents who have PTSD have been previously shown to have higher levels of anxiety, depression, and further PTSD-like symptoms. I want us to close by telling you that asking spouses who have been abused by their partners to forgive them also asks them to overlook their own trauma and mistreatment and potentially keep themselves in a dangerous situation. Thank you for your time, and we're going to pass it to Kai. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariana. I'm Kai McMath, and there have been additional developments in domestic violence in younger military couples. Congress did not acknowledge spousal abuse in the military until 1991 with the creation of the Family Advocacy Program, a tool intended to provide services to stop domestic abuse among military ranks. It was not until 2019, however, that the abuse became documented and a punishable offense, with it being added to the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Historically, military personnel have been expected to uphold a certain image due to the uniform, and new research shows that the stress of maintaining this image, in addition to relocations and deployments, can have a negative impact on military relationships. This can ultimately lead to physical and psychological abuse. Newly uniformed individuals often complain of psychological abuse from their superiors, suggesting that for the same abuse to take place in their private relationships, there is a correlation between the military experience and spousal abuse, a term coined military connected spousal abuse, or MCSA. Further developments pending, but now on to Ellen to continue this
Hi, my
conversation.
name is Ellen Klutze, and based on my research on domestic violence with military spouses, I have learned that most married couples in the military move away from their close family and friends. This isolation can cause abuse to happen, which leads to domestic violence. Unfortunately, this often goes unnoticed and in some cases is not considered swiftly until they depart the military life. I also learned that the Congress had placed sources on funding the military justice system to operate domestic violence prevention. Domestic violence in the military is observed by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention at the highest offense level. According to the American Journal of Prevention Medicine, military personnel's wives face risks such as depression and could even experience chronic health until the military personnel becomes a veteran. Thank you.